Hi Dion, how you doing?
Hi, sir. I'm
Mm,
okay. You
uh,
don't, you don't text me back.
no, the man just don't answer the phone, and then guess what happened now? Me and teacher from class a while ago,
Mm.
and oh God, don't tell me that I lose this stuff. I have you guys. Um, this is not even funny. It's not even funny.
What happened?
Jesus, I have you guys stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and the computer dropped from me a while ago and shut down. I mean, blue screen came up, and all your notes that I have up.
Mm-hmm.
I lost it.
Oh, yeah, sir.
Yeah, man. And I'm just not even amused at this point in time. I mean, if you know how I feel, um, mm,
So you want to take a break this evening?
no, 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 no. We're gonna continue the class. It's just that what I have for you, what I had done for you, um, I've lost. Let me see if I can auto save something. Okay. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus. Sir, tell me something. That guy is still a part of the class?
For that, Wayne,
No,
Ishmael.
Ishmael.
I don't know. I really don't know because he turn up in the classes yesterday?
Nope.
Okay. Um, Mrs. Williams and I spoke about it. I don't know if he really wants to do the program, and I don't know what it means for us. Um, if we have less than the five, um, I don't know. But anyhow, I'm waiting for the others to join so we can. You and I will talk
I don't
about.
know if I don't know if Sheldon is at work now. Why he didn't come to class with Miss Dunbar, and I didn't see Gabby. So I don't know. Maybe you could reach out to the. You can call Gabby. I'll call Sheldon.
So he never came. So it's just you alone turn up from his Dunbar class today.
It's only me and Don.
Oh,
I don't know if Sheldon is at work.
call him for me, please.
I'm calling. Don. Dono.
Dion?
You hear from Sheldon?
Dion?
Yeah, you hear from Sheldon.
No.
Hey,
Wait.
Sam did upset last week though, Don.
With
Him
the
call,
previous
him
what?
call me, after the class, him call me. And him say him don't like in a class with that girl there.
Okay. Yeah. He was telling me Friday. He called me Friday because I tell him that I got bumped off, so I don't hear a thing what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So
Him say him have to just ignore us still.
yeah.
That's what she say. I'm trying to find him number.
Well, I don't know nothing of her, so I don't know who she is. You start any of the quiz?
If we start another one,
Quiz.
quiz. No, sir.
Were you able to get on, Dawn?
Sir?
Were you able to get on?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Where's your friend? Like you never know that I'm here.
No, I know that you're there, but because you speak, so you always quick on your speech. When I hear,
Oh, okay, okay, got
when I
you.
hear so wonderful, sir.
All right, so what I can say, um, you know, is that you guys need to reach out to Ishmael. For those of you who know Ishmael, need to reach out to him.
You know who that?
He has not started. We have made several contacts, and nothing.
So what?
But
He answers the phone.
Mrs. Williams was the one who tried touching base, and she didn't. I don't know if she got through to him, but I mean, I had a conversation with her yesterday.
He works at the place. He
I'm not
works
sure.
at Excel.
I'm not sure where he works, but just to say though that Mrs. Williams and myself are very optimistic about this group, and I said to her what it is that the question that I asked on the first day, if you can see yourselves accomplishing your bachelor's in environmental studies after 2 years, and won't tell you what Mrs. Williams' response was, but it was very favorable. And I felt real good. I
Excuse me,
felt.
sir.
Go ahead.
Dion,
Yeah.
Sheldon, Sheldon is asking if you can forward the link to his email, please.
So his email, tell him, me don't know him email. Me don't know him, and tell him to me not chat to him for me call him from night.
Oh, it's the
I'm
third messenger. I want different number. Missing call me on the love.
I'm
Some
lucky.
three
I'm
number.
ready. I'm ready. What is his email?
Oh, Jesus. I
Give
don't
me
know
the
it.
number where I'm calling from.
Oh, my. Hold on.
I'll me have him number.
Hold on. I'm trying to. You want like send me technologically savvy
Have
because
him?
you know. Hold on, them man. I try access the last number that called. Okay, Dion.
Yeah.
3306938.
Okay, I know him girlfriend number. Mega call him.
Find out for me, girl. Need to know.
You know what I'm happy about? That you guys know Jesus Christ. That's what I'm happy about.
Shalom. Hello? Sheldon, give me your email. You're going to like let me know your email. Don't have it. Just give me.
Have it on my head.
Is what? Sheldon. Mm. At Lasco. JA.com. Sheldon M at LascoJA.com. Alright, I'm gonna send it now and come cause class start big head. Darling say you should have known it.
Look here, I'm in an option than last
You know
number.
what that is telling
Yeah,
me?
in my head,
That you
in
are
my head.
number one wife.
Yeah.
So me need to take
I
a
love number one. I love number one. Yeah,
step.
you can't bother with a side chick thing.
Yeah, money. Yes, sir.
Side chick, I feel too much of things.
But me go tell him say another real wife can have the email. I hope it is right. Yeah, you tell him. I couldn't get it. It's soon coming. Hello, is it Sheldon? Miss Ennis, you see it? Alright, so come in now, you. Mm-hmm. Sheldon. Sheldon. You tell me say you can't talk. What's there? Sheldon, unmute your mic. But me want hear you. Me want hear you.
All right, let us go.
So Sheldon is there, you see? Oh, Sheldon, Dawn is not your first wife. She don't have your email. I'm going to make you know, say, before Thursday starts, send me the wife, right? And next thing is that Miss Dunbar said, oh, you have to decide like that and don't come and claw. Yeah? All right. I don't know where you're going to say to that. But sort out yourself, come. I don't know where they can. Yeah.
All
Third
right.
one in.
You're lucky.
All right. So let us start officially.
Yes,
I know we've
sir.
been having our little conversation. So So welcome, guys. Tonight is supposed to be a serious night, one where we're going to get through with a whole lot of calculations, and we're going to do a quick review of the measures of central tendency. Remember the measures of central tendency. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
So the measures of central tendency speaks of our mean, which is the average measure of averages. It's correct, measures of averages. We're talking about our mean, our mode, and our median. So once we speak about the measures of central tendency, just remember that we're talking about mean, mode, and median. All right. Now we're going to be looking at our mode from our raw data. Remember, your raw data is what? What is raw data?
The number them, this the information that you get, but you have to put it in to make sense.
What is raw data?
The information collected.
Okay, that is not yet processed.
Right.
Good. So that's what we call our raw data. So the raw data is our data that is collected, that is in its natural state, that has not yet been processed. So we're going to be looking at the mode from raw data, and I'm going to give you some examples. We're going to actually do some calculations tonight. All right. So you're going to be looking at the mode from the raw data. It says a mode is a set of data. Is the observation that occurs the most. So as we discussed last week, it has the highest frequency. All right. So let us look at number one. It says the number of plastic bottles collected by a group of environmental science students is, and you have these numbers: 32, 28, 29, 35.
Sorry, one question. Why the course never named environmental science and not studies?
It's actually called environmental studies, you know. Your program is called environmental studies.
We know that, but why never named science?
Because you're not only doing all science, but you're doing a mixture of management and science courses. So it's a study that you're doing as opposed to just doing pure science.
Oh.
So you're not doing like the natural sciences, but it's a combination of study that we'll be doing. So you're doing things like human resource management. You're doing things like whatever else it is, you know, research methods and those general ed courses. So that's why it's called together. Collectively, it's called studies as opposed to a science. So if you're doing like environmental science, no, it's going to be more, you know, you're talking about geophysics and, you know, again, the more geology courses, you're going in depth. So you're studying a science base. It's still science that you're doing, you know, because you're getting a Bachelor of Science degree. All right. But it's more of a study than sciences. All right. So it says the number of plastic bottles collected by a group of environmental studies students is 32, 28, 29, 35, 32, 37, 33. And I'm asking you, what is the mode? What do you say the mode is?
32.
The mode is 32 by 32 down?
Because it occurs more than the others.
Okay, Dion.
Frequency of it.
Okay, very good. Dion, do you agree with Dawn?
Yeah.
She says 32 because it occurs most frequent when compared to the other numbers.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, Dion, this one is yours. The marks in a student's record book are bam, 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 bam. What is the mode?
86.
36?
86.
86. Dawn, do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Is Sheldon able to speak?
No, but he will text in the chat, so just ask him.
Mr. Mannings, do you agree, sir? No response from him. All right. So very good.
Yes, he responded. Yes, Mr. Sean.
Okay. Good job. All right. So that's very good. So I'm happy that you guys got that. And of course, I know I'm speaking to students who will complete their stuff and are bright students. So I am not surprised that you got that. So yes. So given that 32, given the information, we would have gotten the same answer here. So it would have been 32. So because 32, as Dawn says, occurs most frequent. And it may be 2 times, it could be 3 times, it could be 100 times. But when compared to the other numbers, this 32 is the only number that occurs most than the, more frequently than the other numbers. And again, Dion, you're correct, because that number occurred most frequently than the other numbers. All right? Very good. So that's what the mode is. So we're going to be looking now at the median from our raw data. We're looking at the median from our raw data. And it says here that the median or the middle quartile of a set of data is the middle observation when the data is arranged in numerical order. And when I say numerical order here, it means either ASCEEN ascending or descending. All right, so it can be ascending or descending not powers, but in ascending order or descending order. All right, so the numerical order means that it could be either ascending or descending. So if one of you decide to put your numbers in ascending order and another decide to put it in descending order, your results will be the same. All right, what it says is that it divides a set of numerically ordered data, either ascending or descending, into 2 equal parts. The median, which is the second quartile, the median is always the second quartile, is denoted Q2, Q subscript 2, right? It's denoted Q subscript 2. When numerically ordered data is divided into 100 equal parts, then each division is called a percentile. And I'll put that there because we are going to be looking at percentile in a few from now. So at least you know what the percentile is. All right? So it says a quartile is a percentile that divides a set of data into 4 quarters. So when you speak of a quartile from the word quarter, does it sound like quarter? And a quarter means that you have like 4 parts. So, so a quartile is a percentile that divides a set of data into 4 quarters. So let's just look at this one. It says the number of plastic bottles collected by a group of environmental science students. And you recognize it's the same question that I'm putting here. Here I was looking at the mode. Here I'm now looking at the median. It's the same question. So we need to find the median. So we're finding the median. So the median is going to be that number that sits directly in the middle when the number is so arranged in order. So let us look at the arranged data. So the arranged data is going to be 28, 29, 32, 32, 35, 35, 37. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
All right. So look at what happens here now. So I'm going to arrange the data in to find the middle. The median is a middle quartile. The middle quartile. So what's your middle quartile? So I'm counting 1, 2, 3 on this side. Matter of fact, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have an odd number of data. So it means since you have an odd number of data, that means you're going to have a single middle value. It means that you're going to have equal number on the left-hand side, which is this, 28, 29, 32. And you're going to have equal numbers on the right-hand side, 32, 35, 37. So this middle number here is actually saying to you that this is the median of the data. Very good. This is going to be the median of the data, which is a middle quartile. All right? All right. Now, I want, so so it is asking about the students, the group of students picking up some bottles. So these are the number of bottles each student will pick up. And I'm saying to you that the median data here is going to be 32. Let us look at the other example. It says the marks in a student's record in a report book are 86, 83, 87, 85, 84, 86. Find the mode. So we need to find the mode. Let me just take that off because I was bringing across a point in my writing up. So we need to find the mode. So we're finding the mode of that data. What is the mode of that? Sorry, not the mode. We're finding the median. We're finding the median. I copied something, so forgive me. MEDIAN. We're finding the median.
The median of the 28, 29, 32, etc.
No, the median of the 86, 83, 87, 85. What's the median?
First, you have to put it in order first.
Good. So you have to put it in numerical order, either ascending or descending. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to put the data now in numerical order, and I'm going to start in ascending powers, and I'm going to have 83, 84. Now you recognize what is happening? My two middle numbers, this 32 is representing my middle number. So I chose to, because I'm being online, I chose to put it in a different color to highlight it. So you recognize that you have an equal number of numbers to the left, and then an equal number of numbers to the right, and then you have the middle number that stands alone. This is the median. On the other hand, let us count how many we have here, data we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have an equal number of data, equal number. So because we have an equal number, but we know we're going to end up with two numbers in the middle. We know we're going to end up with two numbers in the middle.
Yes.
And as a result of that, what we're going to end up
by 2.
Very good. So there are two middle values. Therefore, the median is going to be the two middle values added divided by 2, and it's going to be 85.5. So what I'm saying to you now is, that there is 85.5. There is another value in here that is going to be the median of those two values. So you see, it comes back with an equal number of numbers on this side and an equal number of numbers on that side. So where does this 85?
Do you add the 85 plus the 86 and divide by 2?
Very good.
So how you get 85.5?
Do it on a calculator for me.
Oh, I was about to do that because it just looks strange. Sorry. 85 plus 86 divided by 2. So I'm gonna get that. Me get 128.
Divided by 2 now, Dion.
I did.
Okay, clear the calculator, please.
Yeah.
85.
Yeah.
Plus 86.
Yeah.
Equal.
171.
Divided by 2.
85.5.
That's true.
Yeah, man. So you have to learn the syntax. So you notice what I said to you? Make sure that the calculator is clear just before you start any of the calculations. Ensure that your calculator is cleared. When your calculator is cleared, then you have to, so some calculators you have, well, get into the practice of putting your equal sign there. So 85 plus 86 equal, and then you divide that by 2.
Okay.
Then you divide that by 2. All right? So there are two middle values. Therefore, the median is going to be 85.5. So let me just demonstrate what this 85.5 is. This 85.5 sits direct, is because I have an even number of numbers. You understand that? I have an even number of numbers. So it means that I'm going to find the average of these two numbers in purple. And the average of these two numbers is going to give me a number that sits directly in the middle here, which is this 85.5. So this is going to be the middle of these two numbers, 85 and 86. All right? So this is 85.5. So this becomes my median. Because what needs to happen? The median speaks of the middle number. The median speaks of the middle number. And when you find the middle of something, it means that we have an equal number on one side and an equal number on the other side. So let us go. 1, 2, 3. So this is half of that half of that. This one, therefore, is the middle value. All right. Just like how we have a median, we must have an equal number of numbers on one side and an equal number of numbers on the other side. The numbers don't have to be the same, but it's just like I have 28, 29, 32. I have three sets of numbers on this side. I have three sets of numbers on the other side. It makes my answer so balanced. So I now have my median. All right. Any questions? Following? Dion?
Following.
Dawn?
Yes, sir.
Sheldon? Dion, watch your chat for me, please, to see if he's responding.
Yeah, man. Hey, boy, I'm sir, ask you a question. You say yes, Mr. Shah.
All right, good. All right. So we're going to look at the mean now of our raw data. And I am putting this here because I don't necessarily want you to write. I mean, oh, hold on, my thing needs to charge. Hold on. Come on. Huh?
Sheldon, are you following? Mr. Shan is asking, are you following? Oh, sweet. I like that.
Okay.
Don't get jealous, Don. It's okay, it's all right.
Can't READ.
All right, so look at that. So I'm looking at the mean, or I call it the arithmetic average of a set of data is the sum of all the observations. All the observations, and then you're going to divide that divided by the number of observations. And that's what you have as your mean, your arithmetic average. The mean of a set of data is the sum of all the observations divided by the number of observations. So last week I gave you this, and I want to type something here for you now. I gave you this last week, and I remember Gabby was saying I am kind of mixing up the stuff because she was accustomed to just add up the numbers, and now I put in a formula in there, and the formula again can't confuse her and the whole situation, and it is understood. A lot of students don't like when it is that you're introduced to something new, but if it is that we're going to get new teaching, new learning, we ought to expect some levels of newness to what it is that we are doing. So I am actually typing something here, which is how you're seeing. It's supposed to be seeing a black screen. Are you seeing a black screen here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm actually typing something here because I want to show you what it looks like. Because you see, I have a plan, and I want to make sure that when your information is given, and I want CCCJ to call me and say, Mr. Shan, I don't understand why all these students got an A. I need to see their scripts, and I can say proudly, go ahead and look, because I want you guys to understand all that is happening. Look at that. Just the mean, X bar is the mean. X bar is the mean. X bar is the mean. And I'm going to go further. And I'm going to say to you, last week I used a funny looking sign, and Gabby was saying again, sir, what does that sign look like? This sign, it's not an E. It's not an E. It's a summation sign. And
Yeah.
And you would be introduced to this from pre-calculus.
Yes.
Right? So that's the summation sign. No, the summation sign says that I'm adding up x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus dot, go all the way down to xn. Xn means just the last term. Right? So xn could be N is just a number of terms, as we'll talk about in pre-calculus. So if you have 5 numbers, it's going to be up to x1, x2, x3, x4, and x5, right? So what I want you to remember now, what I want you to remember is this. I want you to remember, and I'm putting it here in class because when I send you this stuff, I want you to always have it and refer to it, right? So that sign is the sum of all observations, right? That sign is the sum of all the observations, all right? Can you tell me, should I put that there? Yes, I'm going to put it, I'm going to give you something here. No, let me put that there for now. Let me just keep that there for now, and I will come back to that one afterwards. So that sign is representing the sum of all observations, all right? Now, are there any questions related to the mean from the raw data? Are there any questions?
No.
Okay, all right. So what I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be copying these 3 examples that we've been working with, and I'm going to ask you to go ahead, and this is what I was doing and didn't remember to change the values. So I'm going to ask you to find the mean, M-E-A-N. So go ahead for me, please, and find the mean.
Sir, does it, then it requires you to put it in order first?
When you find the arithmetic mean, order is not important.
Okay.
Order is only important where?
And you're finding the median.
When you're finding the median, very good. Can you see the screen still?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead for me, please.
Sir, remind me what X is again, please.
What X is? X is just the observations.
Okay.
X is representing the observation.
Send on the long no, man. You can't wait. Not say a break. Sure.
Oh, he said he did it?
Yes, he responded.
Oh, sorry.
Like a bright spark. Aha.
It's not coming up for me. Why is it not coming up? Okay, let me minimize this one and see if it will come up now. Oh, sorry. I know why. I know what is happening. So
and give me the answer for B.
So he's getting 32.29.
I never finish right out to sit yet.
All right. So we'll give you another 2 seconds. So even though I want accuracy, I also want speed. So very good, Sheldon. Though I want accuracy, I also want speed.
All right, here what? Work it out and then
No,
we'll
no, 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 Dion. No, 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 no.
just...
Hell no. Hell no. No, no, ma'am.
I like to
Dion,
see an example first.
that's the same thing that we just did a while ago. We did that last week. We did it last week.
You see there's something like under the X, like you have X1 plus X2 thingy. It's confusing me.
What is confusing about that, Dion? No, tell me. I'm just asking. I'm in no way, shape, or form.
Right, maybe I know it and I just pray to do it. So let me just do what my mind tells me to do. Okay?
All right, good, no problem. Dawn, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What say you? Are you in agreement with Sheldon? Can you look in the chat and tell me if you're agreeing with Sheldon, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Dion, we're waiting on you, Dion, and we're not waiting the whole night. So hurry up.
Go on.
Dion.
Sir, I can't. I don't. I'm not confident to know if I'm on the right track. So just do one and then I'll catch on.
Dion, what are you doing? I need to see what it is that you're doing. Can you
turn on my camera? No.
Turn on your camera so that I can see what it is that you're doing, please? Matter of fact, I am not going to be the one who is going to tell you whether or not you're on the right track. I'll leave that to Sheldon and Dawn. They have got the stuff. Remember, we are all working together. We're not leaving anybody apart. So I want you to turn your camera on and lift up the book, show the book, and they will tell you, no, Dion is not, so you must do it. You're supposed to do the other way.
I read the 28 and the 2 below.
No,
what am I
me say if you show them the book. All right. So okay. So Sheldon is seeing. He may need to type. Dawn, can you tell her where she's going wrong or what it is that she's not doing, but she can't complete the question, please?
Is she showing the screen?
She's yeah, she is.
Look at my face.
Let's see. Where is question 1? Okay, you should add all the numbers here. The 32, the 28, the 29, the 35, the 32. And then you divide by, yes, sir?
Very good. Very good, Dion.
The 1, 2, 3, don't I have a sample?
The 1, 2, 3?
Mm-hmm.
The X1 is telling that as a first observation. The X2 is telling that there's a second observation. The X3 the third, and so forth and so on.
Oh.
Right. So
that's where the confusion. That's where you were confused.
Yeah.
Right. So the X1 is just saying that that's the first observation. The X2 is saying that the second observation. The X3 is third, so forth and so on. Now, while you're right, Dion, just to explain what is happening, when you're looking at different samples, Dion, Dawn, and Sheldon, in the environment, you may want to label, not may, you will have to label your observations. This is where this one was picked up, and you may see a trend in where the samples were picked up. If you're talking about water bottles, plastic bottles, I'm sorry, you may see those plastic bottles that are exposed to raw sunlight versus one that are submerged in water. The one exposed to sunlight may look somewhat degraded versus the one that was exposed in water. The one that is exposed in water may have morass growing on it, and it may inform your decision in what should happen, right? If you're taking, for example, um, water lilies in the environment because you want to see the amount of mosquitoes that are replicating in a pond. You may say in under the water lilies I would have found 48. So you now need to label the water lilies. Water lily 1, 48. Water lily 2, 48. You may go in the same environment but in another pond, and you may take up a water lily and it may not be as many as 48. And you as a researcher, an environmentalist may say, okay, this is the data that I have gotten from pond 1. This is the data I got from pond 2. Each pond may or may not have an equal number of water lilies. All right? And you may say, why is it that so many more eggs are in one pond compared to the other pond? And let me ask you, is a question that I'm putting out there. Why would you think that more eggs may be found in one pond compared to another pond? Give me a possible solution for that or a reason for that.
All right, sir, I'm stuck. That's why I don't hear one thing I just say.
That's all right. I'm asking Sheldon. You go on to where to do. I'm asking Sheldon and Dawn.
That's the thing. I'm stuck. I said.
No, that's what I'm saying, Dion. Just hold on a minute. So I'm creating a scenario, and I want Sheldon and Dawn to just answer that one. Let me see how well they are thinking like an environmentalist.
What's true, man?
Dawn? Sheldon? You heard the scenario that I created, Dawn?
Oh, why the eggs would differ per pond?
Per pond, yeah.
Probably because of the amount that is there.
Okay. Amount of what? You remember I said to you that both ponds have an equal number of water lilies.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So each water lily might not be the same, so the production may differ per lilies.
All right, fair enough.
The same.
All right. Let me hear what you have to say, Sheldon. All right. What about one pond? The water may be stagnant, and as an environmentalist, you will now need to go around and say, hey, no, mosquito control. You may have to do some fogging because you see what it is that you're doing here now, is right up in line to start working at NEPA, right up in line in terms of going to NSWMA, right up in line to do things that takes care of the environment. From to inform what is happening. So the truth of the matter is that one pond may be so stagnant and you don't have any fish or any tadpoles in there to feed on the mosquito larvae. So the mosquito larvae are breeding up in that area compared to the other pond that may have small fish that will be feeding on these larvae. So the mosquitoes can't really breed up in those areas. Like sometimes in your office you may have a plant, a flower in a bottle, like a creeper. A lot of people have creepers in their office space. And when you look inside of it, you may see a whole lot of mosquitoes breeding up in there. Just drop a little fish inside here and not one mosquito will breed up, right? Because it's food for for the fish. So you have to look at possible reasons and how it is that you can mitigate. Let me just press pause. As we're doing environmental statistics, I want when I present questions to you, they become as real as possible so that you can relate to them. All right. And this doesn't mean that I am showing off on you that I go to Florida. or in other parts of the United States. But I know most of you, if not all of you, would have had an experience. And I'm speaking about Florida in particular, because Florida has a lot of ponds, a lot of lakes. Now, what happened is in these ponds, in these lakes, they normally put some fish inside. So it is that it, and what they'll do is to put like a pair of fish inside there. They will also release an alligator, a pair of alligator in the pond, so as to introduce aquatic animals. And over time, these alligators breed up, and many alligators come into play. The fish breed up, and people even go there to fish, and they are discouraged from fishing from the pond, even though the fish can be eaten. Now, a lot of these lakes, not a lot, yeah, a lot of these lakes are man-made lakes. So sometimes when you look in there, you'll see a water feature in the middle of the lake, and say, blow, how them have a water feature in the middle of the lake? Because they put it in there, right? Because it's man-made, right? And because it's man-made, you don't have fresh water sometimes coming in. Most times you don't have fresh water coming in, right? So they have to put in this water feature, so it is that they can help to aerate the water, so it is that it does not become stagnant and breeds up a lot of mosquitoes. So I just say this to say to you, this is one of the things that they can do in organizations, in countries. You may want to put a water feature at your place of work, and these are some of the things that you may need to do. So you may you may you may be able to say to them, this is what is happening, and this is a possible cause for a lot of mosquito larvae to exist in this lake compared to others. And then now you, as an environmentalist, must find ways to mitigate. And mitigation is just a control methodology. So you will need to find ways to mitigate the amount of mosquito larvae that will exist in a pond, because after a while they're going to come out and talk about the whole business of malaria and dengue, all of these mosquito-borne diseases, right? So you, as an environmentalist, may say, okay, fine, fogging may not help in this case because these are larvae, right? You may not want to put oil on top of the water because it may kill the water lilies, right? And if there's any other aquatic animals there, it's going to prevent the oxygen from aerating through the water or dissolving in the water for them to get water inside there. So what you may want to do is just to introduce some fish, something higher in the food chain, so it is that they can feed on. All right. So that's just one way of us doing the stuff. All right. So Don, did you agree with Sheldon? He said that he stepped away to collect a sample. It sounds like he's at work.
Read question A and B.
Question A and B. What
yes,
do you,
sir.
So you agree with him? All right, very good.
I didn't do the round off, but I understand. At what point do you round off?
You'll be told. I am seeing that he has 32.29. What did you get, Dawn?
32.285.
Okay, right. So he rounded off to 2 decimal places, and you rounded off to 3 decimal places. All right. So which is right, because I can't penalize you because I didn't ask you, I didn't tell you how far down you're supposed to round off. So that's fine. All right. So can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let us look at the numbers. So the numbers are 32. Dion, watch me please. 32, 28, 29, 35, another 32, 37, and 33. When you add all those numbers, what do you get?
3,026.
3,026. Do me a favor, Dion. So when you divide 3,026 by 7, what do you get?
One number was far from.
What number you got?
432.29.
All right. I know what. You know why I wrote that number there?
Mm-hmm.
Because there is no way you can get 3026.
So when you're telling me now you that for?
No, because and Sheldon, who is very harsh, that well wrong. You need to clear your calculator, Dion, and that's what you're not doing. And that's why I wrote the 3026. You're not clearing the calculator, Dion. I want you to clear that calculator for me now, and I want you to do the calculation and tell me what it is that you've gotten.
Okay, 226.
Okay, how did you get the correct answer just now? Because it cleared the calculator.
Mm.
So you need to get into the habit of clearing your calculator. Divide that now for me by 7 and tell me what you get.
32.29.
All right. So that's what Sheldon did. So Dawn used 3 decimal places. What Sheldon did was to use 2 decimal places. And I did not ask specifically to give your answer to 2 or 3 decimal places. So Sheldon would have got the full marks. So would Dawn. All right. So go ahead for me, please, and put your 20. What is it, please? 20 how much? 28.29.
You never said that. You said 32.29.
32.29. Thanks. So that would be the mean for the first one. Very good, Sheldon. Very good, Dawn. Come, Dion. We get in there now, Dion. We get in there. And remember, we're not.
Okay, I'm fine behind.
Okay. No. What I want to hear you say now, Dion, is that you understand what is happening now.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So I'm happy for that. All right. So let us look now at the second question. And this is bottles, right? Was the first one bottles? Yeah. All right. Now let me ask a question. Let me just before I even go. Okay. Let me not even ask a question yet. I'm going to ask Sheldon to interpret something for me, and then Dawn, you can interpret the other one for me. So I'm putting both of you on the spot because I want to make sure that you guys are thinking straight. All right. The other numbers are. Can you read the other numbers for me, please? $86, $83, $87, $85, $84, and another $86. And we have 6 numbers. Dion, can you add up 86 and 83 and all of those numbers? What do you get as your sum?
511.
511?
Yeah, divided by 6.
And dividing that by 6. Okay, that sounds correct. Very good. So 511 divided by 6. And what do you get for that, Dion?
85.17.
85.17. All right, very good. 85.17. Now, you see why I'm spending some time doing this calculation now, 85.17. 85.17 is that.
Sheldon.
Say it again?
Sheldon wrote something to me, so I said thanks.
Oh, okay, good. All right. So that's 85.17. Now, I want Sheldon to answer this one. And then, Dion, I'm going to ask that you listen to what, to his response. I'm going to ask Dawn also to respond to something for me. And I want you now to tell me if it is that you agree with what it is that they're saying, Dion. So Sheldon, this is your question. I want you, the question says, the number of plastic bottles collected by a group of environmental science students is all of that. Find the mean. I want you now, and I'm saying this is 32.29 bottles. I want you to explain for me what this value is. How would you how would you say to me, explain this value, interpret your answer. That's the word I'm looking for. I want you to interpret your answer.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn, I want you to think about it also and interpret your answer. Um,
So can I answer?
okay, go ahead, Dion.
For me, I'm seeing it as the average amount of bottles collected by the environmental science students on any particular day that collection took place.
Okay. Can you collect 32.29 bottles?
No,
What will you collect?
you collect 32.
Very good, Dion. You see, your problem in life, Dion, is that you doubt in yourself. And you need to stop it, like this minute. Because you cannot collect 0.29 of a bottle. You don't know what a 0.29 of a bottle is. That's relative,
Yes, sir.
right? So yes, you will collect. So you, within your report, when you're interpreting your data, you're saying that you will collecting 32 bottles on an average. Don't bother saying 32.29 because you can't represent the 0.29. What if that value had been 32.50? How many bottles would you have collected? You'd have reported.
What is, repeat that, sir? I
32
was
point.
skeptical. Sheldon type something.
Yeah, there are 6 groups and each number represents number amount of bottles. By I don't know what he means by that. Right, he needs to get his volume sorted out. There are 6 groups and each number represents number of the amount of bottles by each student. Oh, I think he was responding to the question. Not 6 groups, 6 groups. 1, 2, 3. There's 7.
No, well, yeah.
There's 7. Right. So
Let me,
right, 7. Okay, so he just corrected himself. So there are 7 groups, and each group represent. Okay, right. So what I'm saying though, Sheldon, is that on average, you'll report that there are 32 bottles that will be collected on average, because you can't collect a 0.29 of a bottle. So just like if we're talking about humans, we can't have a 0.29 of a person. So we'll report as a rounded value up or down. Okay, so he's agreeing. All right. And Dion and Dawn, it will be the same thing for you. It will be 85 bottles. I mean, sorry, 85 marks, right? So this will be the average mark will be 85. Well, okay.
So as it pertains to marks,
Very
it's
good.
going to be 85.17.
17?
It has to be rounded?
No. 85.17 would have been that answer.
Okay.
You follow what I'm saying? Because you can have that as a mark. You can have that as dollar. But in terms of bottles, in terms of persons, in terms of a car, because in terms of a, yeah, you will, so you'll need to know how to represent the data when the data comes in front of you. What method are you going to be using so it is that you can have that representation? No, this is very good. This is very good. Very good work. Dion, we're not leaving you, and you're not leaving my class anytime we meet without fulsome understanding. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be giving you about 3 or 4 other questions in class now. It's 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 just to give you your practice on, and I'm going to call it do nows. I'm going to call it some do nows, right? So, oh, come on now. So this is your do now. It says a cricketer scored the following runs in 10 innings. And these are the runs that the cricketer scored in 10 innings. I'm asking you to find the mode. I'm asking you to find the median. And I'm asking you to find the mean. So we've just introduced ourselves to the measures of central tendency. And I want you to go ahead and find all of those. So may I give you 5 minutes, because it may take about 5 minutes to do. I'm giving you 5 minutes to do this. Remember, this is only 10. You can get data that is more than 10. And as an environmentalist, you're going to be working with large data. So get into the habit of that. So I'll give you 5 minutes, please.
So what is the mode?
Veronica. Veronica. I never said Veronica to you. Don't I want to say that. I must have fine speed. You ready, Don?
Yeah.
Sir.
You ready? Shadian. Like, oh, yeah. I shall done the competition, though.
You are sure that me now one lane.
But you seem to be finished before me.
You can't tell that to shut up, Dad.
Sheldon, I'm at friend from primary school.
Look, so.
Sir?
You're not eat dinner.
I'm gone, like your favorite word from last week.
Actually, I'm dinner time, them time, yeah. When I'm there at school, you see, and then when them time I come here, no? Boy, I want to go home to my nice curry chicken on a steam fish. I'm a gungo soup. I'm better.
Them strong something there?
I make everybody else hungry now because now I'm damn yard. You can just mute you and run in. Shalon, you can give me some last cup product. You're lucky. Me no wanna fee. Me poor that time I ask you for little something. I want to see you. If me didn't want fee, you know, so me could have go in the supermarket. You can go on to me. Nothing? You get silent. Alright. I see. Now ask again, me shame easy. Oh, Jesus. Me said nobody forgot to you. It said that I'm clear up. Oh.
Sheldon, that number one I say go do?
Hey, not that done. Me never send him for that. No, but sometimes them have things where them no want. And them are dash you and it's still good. You know, can't send on you.
Then that do happen?
Yes, like you have one thing with that then.
This?
Oh, I will section you were.
The dome.
Don't say you work at the dome. What say you, Sheldon? You finger them up on you tonight. That's right. The egg.
I'm Dion. My name is see. My name is see.
I must have you and said, what? When, sir? That's why I should have
I'm
hide
going to
when you
know
come.
how many persons get rich out of dog. You know how many persons get rich out of dog.
He said that's why I should have hide when you come for the garbage at night. No, sir.
Sheldon, your garbage is my treasure.
Bro. No, no, it's that.
On the unruly picnic, you know. Okay. So no say.
What is happening? What is happening in my class? What is happening in my class?
And then I said that dog just pick up last couple of
Sorry, you see how Sheldon out order?
He's rude. What kind of garbage you talking about, Don?
Sir?
What kind of garbage you talking about?
Hello. Sir, if my follow Sheldon missing.
Can I tell you? I just understand what you're talking about.
Yeah. Get yourself some water.
All right, let's go. All right. All right, let's go. So I'm seeing Sheldon posting some answers. Are we in agreement with what Sheldon has?
No, for the last one though. Him round it off, but not round it off.
All right. So I have not done it. I have not done them. So let us now look at the solution.
The meaning round it off, but I wouldn't.
Let us look at the solution. So what's the mode? Oh crap, told you this today. What's the mode? The mode is what?
48.
The mode, I want the definition. What's the definition of the mode?
The one with the frequency.
Yeah, very good. Dion, I want you to speak it because it is in speaking that you will put it to long-term memory.
The one with the frequent occurrence is 48.
Good. So the one that occurs most frequently is known as the mode, and in this case, it's going to be the 48. The one that occurs most frequently is known as the mode, and in this case, it's going to be the 48. All right, so let me check. 48 occurs twice. I'm doing this so that when Gabi and Ishmael sees the work, they can see exactly what is happening. Okay, so 48 occurs twice, so the mode is 48. What's the median? The median now is what, when, what?
It's what happens, the middle number, frequency middle.
Okay, so what put it in order for me, please. What's the number in order?
48.
Is the number in order already?
No, I put it in order already.
So tell me the order.
28,
Mm-hmm.
32,
Mm-hmm.
35,
Mm-hmm.
47,
Mm-hmm.
48,
Mm-hmm.
48,
Mm-hmm.
49,
How much? 49, yeah.
49,
49, yeah.
53,
Don't shout out for me. 53, yeah.
57,
Right.
and 61.
Okay, good. And very good. So so it is when the numbers are arranged. What is the middle of it now? You're going to get the middle to be 4.
48.
Very good. So let me just.
Sir, I did hard the 48 and the 48 together,
Very
and
good.
then get 96 and I divide it by 2, and I
Very
get
good.
back 48.
Very good.
Thank you.
And that's what happens. Very good. So because you have an even number of numbers here, you are going to add them nonetheless. Divide it by 20 to get your 48. So that's very good. What's the mean?
The mean of the matter, I get the total number of the things in the line is 458. And because it occurs 10 times, I divide it by the 10. And then the x with the dash over it equals 45.8. Somebody round it off. I didn't round it off. I left it as I see. So you did not tell me to do it otherwise.
All right. What I'm happy about is that you're feeling, I'm hearing comfort in what it is that you're saying, and I'm happy for that. So it's 28 plus 32 plus 35, 47 plus 48, 48 plus 49 plus 53 plus 57, and 458, and then you're going to get 45.8 as your answer, right?
Yes. But our gentleman round it off to 46, please.
No. Keep it at 45.8.
Hear that, dude?
So again, keep it at 45.8 for now until otherwise, told to round off, to leave as a whole number because they can do that for you. All right. So question, how was this little exercise? Was it difficult? Was it easy? What was it?
It's good. Good to
It's good?
go.
It's a good
Good?
workout. I
It's
wouldn't
a good
call it
workout.
easy. Yeah,
So
good
All right.
workout.
It's a
I
good
want it
workout.
to get hurt.
All right.
A
I have
cricket I play a cool life, but in
all right. So it's a good workout, Don. All right, no problem. Let us see how this one pans out. Um, so let's run for this one now, please.
no, sir. I want.
Is what keep.
So you have to give it more
It is.
time on this.
I have to give more time on that. No problem. Take your time. So what I'm trying to do is to build your confidence in doing the question. So that's what I'll give you as much time as possible. But remember, I have one more to give you after this, and that will be the end of the class.
Oh, Lord, this is
Okay.
so much.
Come on, Sheldon.
You can do it. Put a lot of power to it. 41 plus 42 plus.
All right. You say 63.
Yeah, should we put 63? Yeah. 63 plus 63.
You say any more? The more they are working
Yeah,
on it, you say any more?
yeah, I just 263, I say.
Yeah.
Plus 64.
What you do?
May I put them in order?
What do you doing?
Yeah, the more
Oh,
than
you reach at the median already?
No, you see, and I don't have a problem with what Dion is doing. What she's doing is just
You
putting them
just
in
put
order at
in
the
order
start,
first.
right? And then you can go ahead and do the calculation.
Oh,
So that, yeah, so that's a good strategy that you can use. Very good, Dion.
But here one now we make a mistake
so what you start with?
because
41, 42?
41, 42, then you have that's 40, then you have 59, no, 52. How much I said?
No,
52.
you have 48. You're not putting 48 yet.
Oh yes,
41,
48.
42, 48.
48,
You
and then
have 52.
after the 48, then you have 15, 54,
No, man, 52 is there.
52, 52, then 54.
52, 54, 55.
Is it 55? Yeah,
Yeah.
55 plus
Then you have
59.
59.
Yeah, after 59, then we jump in at the 60s now. We have
So you have
60.
63.
No,
Wife.
60, 60. After
60 there.
59, then
All
it's
right.
60. After 60, we have 63 twice. 63 plus 63 plus 64 plus
Then 68.
68, yeah. Plus after the 68, then is one.
72,
72.
75.
72 plus 75 plus 87. That's the last one. All right, so we know what the mode is. The mode, of course, would be 63. And then B, the median, which is everybody's problem. Her. 1, 2, 3.
So you get the median.
Wait. Yeah,
And
it's
60 again.
Yeah. And then C, the mean, had a all of them get.
Over 15.
Yeah. May I add this up now? Hold on, let me clear my calculator. 41 plus 42 plus 48 plus 52 plus 54 plus 55 plus 59 plus 60 plus 63 plus 63 plus 64 plus 68 plus 72 plus 75 plus 87 equals to 903
Yes,
divided
girl.
by 15.
903 divided by 15. How much?
60.2.
60.4.
Yep.
You go, girl. You go, girl. You go, girl.
Hey, hey,
Let me see you
hey.
do the dance. Let me see you do the dance.
Wait,
You go.
hold on.
All right, very good. What I like is the teamwork. Sheldon has gone ahead and done the stuff. You know, it's very good. I
That's
mean,
why. Look, gonna
Oi,
read it, gonna read it.
wifey.
Big up best
that is adulterous here.
Yes,
I
dear.
can't say it out in a certain people there.
Ah,
And I don't want the judge.
Oi,
I don't want the judge to come and ask me. So, Mr. Shan, it was
bro,
alleged
you
that we're
ain't.
in a class, right? What's the median?
60.
Very good. The median is 60. Um, very good, Sheldon. Very good, Dawn. Very good, all of you. Very good. What's the mode?
Frequency is
63.
63.
Very nice. Guys, very good. I'm going to give you just one more, you know, and we're going to call it an evening. We're going to talk about something else and call
So
it an
you said
evening.
this one was the
Yes,
last one.
I
sir.
did not
Yes,
say that. I said that I was going to give you one more, and that would have been it.
yes, sir.
You think it's
My phone going, sir. So make it quick.
all right,
I don't
sure.
mean to rush you.
That's all right, man. Let me just say something here. I didn't do the. Is there consensus with the
You're late, Sheldon. You're late.
with the 40 with the 903
Yeah.
Yeah, 60.2.
plus 63 plus 63 plus 64 plus 68 plus 72 plus 75 plus 87, and that's what 15 numbers, and that was equals to 903 over 15. 903 divided by 15, and the answer is
60.2.
60.2.
60.2. All right. Dion,
Yeah. Yes,
talk to me
sir.
now. Talk to me now. Seriously speaking, compared to the lack of confidence that you had in the first question I gave you, how are you feeling compared then compared to now?
Much better.
All right. So you see what I'm saying to you? So if you decide that you're not talking in class because you don't want to do the stuff, you're going to be in problems. So just talk about the fears. I mean, everybody here is a family. So just talk about it so it is that we can
Yes, Dion, we all help each other here.
Yay. Thank
Yeah, now
you.
me want, you know. I don't know what A look
Um,
like for my yard, so me want a A.
Sheldon said we're not family.
Sheldon go on about his business.
It feels
Right,
fine.
I'm an alien. Dion, sorry to say, your man
Some
an
people
alien.
are and I are not.
all right. All right. So what I
Not
want, so this is the last one for
okay.
this is the last one for tonight, and
A
I'm
big,
Boy.
deliberately giving you some
a
points
big
in
Yes.
match,
there.
this, sir.
Yes, man. I deliberately giving you some points in there. So I want to find one. I want to find one the mode, two the median, and then now I'm gonna ask you. I just change it up a little bit, so you don't have to worry too much. So I want to find that, and then now B. I want to find for me. I want to calculate the mean. All right. So I want to calculate the mean. So run this one for me. The final one for the night, and then I'm going to say something to you, and then we can run it off.
Boy. Yes, my mother wrote Richard.
And if we can run the classes every night like how we're running this one, we're good to go. Good to go.
40.0 plus. I have the phone and breathe me. 40.3 plus 40.5. That is 40.1. 40.2. 3 plus 45. I come more so possible now. And the next one obviously will be 60 plus 50 50.3 plus no 50.2 plus 50.3 plus 15.55 7 plus 50.9 no 58 plus 50.9. Oh boy, this is a breeder. Plus 60, 60.1 plus 60.4 plus 60.6 plus 60.7 plus 60.8 plus 17 plus 17.1 plus 75 3 75 wait, the 70.3 was the last one. Yep, that's it. And so then we want to find the mode. Mode in this is very tricky because Responsive. Mm-mm. Responsive. Entry. Let's see.
Anything else?
Wait. All right, I finished.
Gone? Sheldon?
Been long time.
I didn't say, oh, he said the answer.
Oh
Very good.
Lord, correct me wrong.
All right, very good, Sheldon. Very nicely done. All right, so you're very quick with your figures and quick with what it is that you're doing. Proud of you. Very good, Don. Very good, Dion.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna get the same thing.
You don't get the same thing. All right, let me post my answer. The
So I can't even round them off. I'm gonna know if it's
um. All right, so the Lord, I was doing my question in another screen. The the, the median would be the median is this. Find the mean. All right. I'll fix up this document afterwards. Don't want to keep you guys waiting for too long. All right. So the median is when it. What do you got for the median?
60.25.
No man, 50.9. I don't know. That's what Sheldon got.
Yeah,
man, Sheldon got 50.9. Yeah, man, it's 50.9. You have arranged something. Look at how I arranged my data. Maybe something wasn't arranged properly.
Okay. 9. Oh, there were 250.9.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. Right.
And then no, it's not only 2 50.9, there are 3 50.9. So that would be the mode. So the mode is 50.9, the median is 50.9, and the mean is 54.94. Very good, Sheldon. Don, you got that?
Equal to 198.8 divided by 20 divided by 20 or 54.94. You got 54.94? Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Very good.
Yeah, so it's just a cholesterol.
One of the 50.9?
Yeah, 2 of them actually.
All right. So very good, guys. And tonight we did a whole lot of calculations. True or false? Hello? True or false?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but guess what? But in doing the calculations, this is what it is that I've done. I mean, I'm finished with the method. For now, for this part of it, I'm finished with the raw data. I'm not coming back to this raw data because you guys know how to do the raw data. Next class, all being well, I'm going to be looking now at the method of measures of central tendencies for grouped data. And once I finish with grouped data, we're done. I can move into dispersion now. And dispersion is not bad. We can calculate things like we know to calculate the mean already. We can do things like variation and standard deviation, and we just get into it. We are small in numbers. We can finish the syllabus. We can go to the past papers. We can work our stuff. We're going to get this thing done up. I want, when I mark the papers, I can get as many A's as I possibly can. Start on your editor. Yeah, man. Start on your editor and just get those out of the way. Thanks for coming out. You've been a good bunch of students. Love you all.
So that's what you didn't want to tell me?
Yes.
Sorry, did you get through?
I'm going to send him a message now. I called, but he was in a meeting and he cut off the call. So I'm going to send him a message now and see if he will pick up.
Oh.
But you guys did well. Proud of you. Congratulations. Love or not, just go on, go do what you're supposed to do and make me proud. Huh? Not only for this course, but for all the courses you're doing.
Yes, sir. I remember I needed something them.
Yeah, man. I know that, man. I'm very happy. I expressed that to them already, too. All right. Bless up. Talk to you. Take care. Good night.
All right. Good night, sir.
Good man.
Bye, Shelley, John.